What's up guys, Bonnie here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we are talking about the Fire 25, more precisely the 3-man ninja Fire 25 team. I just got this to work on my account, so I want to share the run with you guys, the gear of the champions that I used to get this to work. Obviously it is not for everybody, a little bit more end game. There is some RNG involved, but at least you guys will have a working model if you want to give this a shot on your account. All that said, let's get right to it. Before we get to the run, quick reminder that I will have a special stream tonight for this 10x 2x Duchess event. I am going to go literally all in for this. I have 18 sacred shards, so we're going to be doing this on Twitch at 7:30 Eastern time. We might do a few viewer summons. Again, if you guys have some shards that you want to let me open, fantastic. That will make for great content. So hopefully at least one of us can get a Duchess, but I really hope it is going to be me. Okay, just saying. But I will share the luck with you guys, so do show up for the fun. So here we go with this run, and I need to give a shout out to Stu Gaming. I do believe he's the first one that presented the Fire 25 3-man team. He is using Archmage Allure, but he is using Jorndig, a very fast Jorndig. I have Jorndig as well. I could use that champion. He's probably a better champion to use because of the AoE decreased defense, which is great for the weight. The problem is that my Jorndig is very slow to farm the Nightmare campaign. So I kind of have a slow nuker, and so it doesn't work in here. I tried it before. Instead, I geared this ninja to have roughly the right amount of speed for the clan boss, the team that I showed you guys not too long ago. All right, so just about 220 speed. We did have to make a few tweaks here and there to get this to work, but overall it is the same concept. You need a really fast allure, you need a fast archmage, you need a relatively fast ninja here, and we're also taking advantage of the mastery to gain more speed on champion kills. Okay, so not easy to do. And I have another problem here. My ninja is not fully booked, therefore I'm missing the cooldown on the A3, and I also don't have a 100% chance of landing the AoE freeze, which is a problem. I can get hit and I can fail because of that. I don't know if this is going to be 100% success rate once I fully book ninja, but for the time being, I've tried a handful of runs, let's say about 5, and 3 of them have succeeded. Okay, so a little bit more room for optimization. I do also believe that some of my champions are a little bit too slow. I think Allure would need to be like 300 speed. Mine is like 285, give or take, right? Archmage 240, maybe push for 250, maybe 260. But what I wanted here from these champions was to also work for everything else. I did not want to make dedicated builds for only this because I'm not convinced I'm going to keep using this all the time, since I'm trying to build a 1-minute team. You know what I mean? So instead, we have an Allure in immunity gear for that 1-minute team. We have Archmage in a stun set that is specifically for the hard Doom Tower, and then we have Ninja here in reflex for the clan boss. Okay, but the speeds should still work regardless of the gear that you have. So let's fast forward here a little bit to the boss fight, because that's the important part. We basically lock down the entire waves, and then slowly but surely we kill them. So again, with more AoE decreased defense, right? If Allure would be allowed to do her A2, A3, it would be even faster, but you don't want to do that. You need to block everything. She needs to only do her A1 for this to work. I did get one run to work without controlling the AI, but that was pure luck, so I'm not going to say it is always going to work this way. We get to the boss, so we need to get that shield down. You kind of see how important it is for Allure to be fast. You see, she took 3 turns before the Fire Knight boss got to take a turn. This is the only way this is going to work. You do get the increased speed buff, but you don't always have it as you're walking in there. So instead, really fast Allure. Ninja also has a triple hit with the A3 reducing the cooldown of the A2. It might happen more often. You need to have those skills up by the time you hit the Fire Knight, or else it's not going to work either. Okay, so there's also RNG involved in there and how your skills are going to line up. But there you have 3 minutes and 17 seconds for my 3-man ninja team. So not too bad. Again, room for optimization. Let's go check out their gear. Starting with the ninja himself, and as you can see, his gear was tweaked a little bit since what I presented on that clan boss build. We have reflex, but we managed to put in 2 pieces of cruel on top of that. I could always glyph for a little bit more speed, but right now it's the sweet spot off for what I'm trying to do. Okay, so here are the individual pieces. The ring, I still need a lot of glyphs on this guy, right? So I'm going to wait for the clan versus clan tournament. We certainly can squeeze out more attack from him, but like we're not close to that 5k yet. With the speed though, this crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, it's kind of hard to reach those really high stats. I might eventually tweak the speed even more if I do a different clan boss build, but then it might not work for this. Okay, so do keep that in mind. As for the skills, they are almost all done. So I'm missing one book here, I'm missing none there, and then I'm missing two right here. Okay, so the cooldown and the 100% freeze, not having that is somewhat of a problem. And then for the masteries, I did tweak this a little bit. I went, instead of life drinker, we got whirlwind of death, right? So this is to slightly speed him up as we're getting to the boss, and I think this is kind of a must for the speeds that I have. But like I said before, if you can manage to do more speed, then you might just be all right. Okay, so let's check out the other champions, starting with our Allure. Allure was built like this for the Fire 25 1-minute team that I am trying to build. All right, so we have one blood shield accessory, and then we need the immunity set for that extra buff for Seer. We have 282 speed. I think this is good for the 1-minute team, but for here, more would be even better. I might even have a little bit too much crit rate because we're technically strong affinity, but to be honest, if I plan on using her elsewhere, 100% crit rate is always, you know, good for something. Almost 4k attack. You do still want her to deal as much damage as possible to speed this up. 170% crit damage, 235 accuracy, that is great. No skills done. I suppose I could do her skills for this team and the other one, so she hits a little bit harder to speed up the run, but to be honest, not really worth the books, at least not right now. And then for the masteries, we have Giant Slayer for the tier 6. We do have this here, which is kind of pointless, but I thought, what if I put two other champions, they take a hit and they die? It's going to slow down the run because there's going to be more animations on your team, but you might be able to squeeze out a little bit more speed with less on your gear, and it might still work. So anyway, that was a thought, but never got around to really getting that to work on this run. Then we have Archmage helmet, full stun gear. I have a dedicated build video for this guy on my channel. You can go check it out. 248 speed. Again, maybe a little bit more, but the thing with my Archmage that he has high resistance and accuracy. That is for the hard Doom Tower because of how I do all the floors, and this works great for me. So pretty clutch to have that extra stun set, although it's not adding a ton of extra chance of landing the stun, but sometimes his A2 will literally turn into an AoE stun. You're going to get all the champions on there, and that can come in pretty clutch as well. It has saved my ass a couple times before, so again, not needed, but perhaps you want to do that. And then on top of that, we are using Fearsome Presence to hopefully emphasize the stun even more. We do have lasting gifts, and like I said before, this guy does have our increased crit rate and crit damage, therefore it's capping our ninja. Okay, so for this, it's working quite nicely. So there you have it, guys. This is it. You know, not more, there's nothing else to it really. Here's a quick overview of the AI preset for you guys in case you want to give this a shot. So here we go. We have Archmage untouched. We have Allure locked, A2 and A3, so only A1, and then Ninja, I did say to prioritize the A2, and eventually it's going to come up a little bit more often. So it should be pretty stable. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you going to try this out? Have you tried something similar? Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you later.